put a tweet out the other day, chat, about the amount of viewers that we've had in here recently. And they can spawn in all they want. I'll take them all fucking out, let's go. We've had a lot of new people in here that have come in and saying, finally a streamer that actually reads chat. And I'm like, bro, imagine not reading chat. Chat is the best part about streaming. Now we're getting warmed up, baby. This Khalil is something else. Hey YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're going to be filming for Featured Class Guys episode 9 with the CR56 AMAX, aka the Khalil. This gun is the new assault rifle that came out for season 4. It's what I class as what the AK should have been, the AK-47 that is. And today I'm going to be showing you my attachments, what I pair it up with, the reasons that I pick the attachments that I do, and also some of the clips that are shown in this video are going to be shown from when I've been using it in game and multiplayer, where you can see me live on twitch.tv/Stallion. So if you haven't, if you could please hit that follow button. If you enjoy my streams or content, I would massively appreciate it. Also, if you've been enjoying the YouTube videos, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, as it shows me that you are supporting and that you are showing the love to the content, and it means a lot to me as we continue to grow as a content creator and as a YouTube channel as well. Obviously, we appreciate all positive and constructive feedback. That's what the comment section is for, so feel free to also leave that below as well. Let's roll into the video. We're going to be explaining to you the gun that we have here, which is the Khalil, aka the CR56 AMAX. We'll be referring it to the Khalil in this video. It's just much easier to say. Okay, so these are the attachments that I've got, and just in regards to the gun camera, this is the Red Tiger, so we haven't quite got Damascus on it yet. Very close to getting it though, and it's just the basic blueprint. We haven't got a blueprint for this gun yet. In terms of the barrels, we run the XRK Zodiac S440, which gives the damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control that you need to keep the gun effective and accurate at long to mid range. Okay, you could run the monolithic suppressor on this gun, but I choose not to do it because I like to use it in a really aggressive way, and most of my fights with this gun end up being mid to short range anyway, but this barrel does help to keep it long range. And you'll also notice why we use this, because everything else is pretty much made for aggressive and short range plays. Okay, so we pair that up with the TAT laser, which again, if you've watched my previous video on the Vector, aka the Fennec, you'll see that TAT laser has become one of my favorite attachments. It just gives way too many buffs to not be using it. Aim down sight speed, aim stability, aim walking steadiness, just for a visible laser is way worth it for, you know, extra, you know, power, snappiness, really effective at close to mid or even long range fights at times as well. We're going to be running that with no stock, which gives you the movement speed and the ADS speed that you need. Mate, no stock is just absolutely fantastic. I run this on pretty much every gun. It makes you more mobile around the map. I know you do lose a little bit of aim and stability, recoil control, but we pick that back up with the Commando full grip, which we're going to be talking about just shortly. All right, so no stock is really good. It gives it that SMG-esque and makes you move around a lot quicker around the map. So pairing that up with the Commando full grip, we are getting that stability that we are losing previously from what we just spoke about in the no stock. This keeps the gun nice and stable during heavy fire and keeps vertical recoil at balance, so you can still hit your shots whilst at mid, short, or even long range fights. Finally, we pair that up with the 45 round mags. You want to have as many mags as possible without doing too much damage to the gun and its stats. 45 round mags are the highest that it offers, so this is what we go with, and this is what we choose to use. Okay, so this is my decision on what I go with here. A couple of extra ones that you could go with are potentially the 5MW laser if you prefer to hip fire with a gun. Again, like I said, you could have gone monolithic if you want to play more of a holding long range role. You could use something like sleight of hand, or even, you know, like the stippled grip tape to give it extra stats, but then again, you'll be losing something else from what we've got here. In regards to the iron sight of the gun, I think on this gun is absolutely fine. Don't need to go with a red dot or a, you know, like a Viper reflex sight or anything like that. That's more than fine. We don't want to take up an extra slot if we don't need to. Once again, as per usual, we pair this up with the Guard 1 Renetti. There's a reason that I use this gun as my secondary gun in every single fight. It's just so good. All right, I'm not going to explain too much in this. We're just going to go based on each attachment that I've got here and then move to the next part. The barrel, we'll use the MK3 burst mod. Laser, we've got the TAT laser. The rear grip, we've got the XRK speed grip. Ammunition, we run the 27 round mags. And finally, for the trigger action, we run the lightweight trigger. This right here is an absolute dependable secondary gun, and it's a beast. All right, with barely any recoil as well. For perks, as again explained in the Fennec video, if you didn't watch that, we run Specialist now, and what Specialist does is it replaces your kill streaks and put you for score streaks instead. We run Quick Fix, which pretty much is a stim on kill. Every time you get a kill in multiplayer or in the game, you get your health back instantly. It got buffed a few months ago. It's very effective, very good, and I don't actually run stims on my classes. I like to run smoke grenades because I'm a bit more of an objective player. So Quick Fix works really well for that, and that's how I always get my health back. We then match that up with Point Man, and what Point Man does is it allows allows you to, rather than base your streaks or specialists on kills, it changes it to score. So if you get a couple of kills and a couple of flag caps, they'll equate together to what it might be for 5 or 6 kills. So you get these specialists way earlier from just playing objective whilst getting kills alongside it. In my opinion, Point Man is probably the best perk in the game, and most people don't even know what it is or what it does. When Quick Fix got buffed, this also got buffed. It's very good way of getting your kill streaks and very good way of getting your specialists and perks as well. The perk 3, we used to use Tune Up, but because of the specialist, we now run Shrapnel, and what that does is it allows me to spawn with an extra C4, so I have 2 C4s on every single spawn, which can be absolutely devastating to the enemy team, throwing it through windows, over walls, etc., and taking people out without even being in their line of sight. Tune Up makes an appearance in the first specialist, so all I've got to do is get the equivalent, or get 2 kills worth of points and score to unlock that, so it makes it really nice and easy to get, and then I pretty much get it from what I would have got from perk 3 anyway. The 4 kills, we have the double time, which is good for tactical sprint and increasing crouch movement speed by 30%, and then finally we've got the ever so powerful EOD, which helps you take reduced damage from explosives, including RPGs, C4s, etc, and it helps just to keep you alive in crazy engagements. Once you've got the 7 kill specialist bonus, you get most perks and weapon perks in the game, and you turn into just this absolute juggernaut with all these benefits and bonuses. And if you go for things like nukes and whatnot, or high kill streaks, this will really help you get there. We match that up with what we just mentioned in regards to the C4s, which are just absolutely devastating. Running that with Shrapnel, we get a double C4 every single time. Double tap the use button, which is F on PC, unless you've changed it. It could be, I believe, square or X on controller, depending on what platform you're on, but don't take me on that one, I'm not sure on that. But they're just devastating. You don't even have to get in the line of sight to take out enemy players, and it's so good to take out people on the hard point, objective points, etc. And then finally, for the tactical, we run the smoke grenade, which instead of the stim, we like to play more for objective. And once we get into the custom game, we're going to explain to you why we run the smoke grenade and why we run the other things that we do as well. We're also going to show you the ADS patterns in regards to what it's like aiming down sight, and also hip firing, recoil patterns as well and whatnot in the custom game that we're about to roll into. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the custom game, where we're going to be showing you the Galil in regards to its hip fire, spraying patterns. We're going to show you the ADS spraying patterns, what the gun looks like in game, how it moves, its mobility, the things that we're pairing up with, etc. All right, so let's pretend that this container is an enemy in game that you'd be facing against a multiplayer, and you're going at hip fire radius. This is what the spraying pattern would look like from hip fire without moving the mouse or controller. In regards to vertical recoil, that's fairly steady considering we're not using either Merc foregrip or a 5MW laser, so it can still take out enemies at very close range if you end up in a spraying fight with somebody who's right in front of you, right? And that's without even using the laser. However, if we were to take it from an engagement that we would normally go with, so with this gun, I use it a little bit more of a medium, I'd still say short range, but more of a medium to long range engagement gun. It's very good as a holding gun in regards to what the AK should have been, is what we mentioned before. So this is the kind of range that would run, and to show you what the vertical recoil would be from ADS in without moving the mouse / controller, it can be pretty high, and we're running it with the Commander foregrip right now, which does actually help you when you're under heavy fire to remain and keep the gun pretty stable. But if you have a half decent aim and you can control your bullets even when strafing left to right, the aim is very steady. Unlike guns like the Odin where they recoil all over the place, the gun does hold pretty steady, and the hit reg is also pretty solid right here. So when we're actually in fights, the Galil has a solid kill time of around like 5 to 6 bullets. It's so powerful and takes people out so quickly, even at medium to long range. In regards to the gun's mobility with the attachments that we've got on, we run no stock on this gun. You can see how fast we move around. Even if we run around with the pistol extremely quickly, but even with the Galil or the assault rifle in hand, we're still moving around very quickly, very mobily. Double C4s because of shrapnel. You can take out both areas. Quick detonate. You've got your trusty pistol. Very minimum recoil. As you can see, everything's right there. The tap laser as well on it. You've got the smoke grenades. As you can see how much of an area that it covers from left to right that lasts so long. Allows your team to cross choke points. Say if you had enemies with assault rifles or snipers across there, it allows your teams to get across safely, unless the enemies are using thermals, of course. So smoke grenades, ever since I started using them in this game, I fell in love with them. I find them absolutely fantastic. I think they're an absolute must for anybody who does play objective, okay? So that's how the gun looks and operates in a custom game. And obviously you've seen some clips as this video has been going through. Now we're going to roll it onto the outro, and I'll see you on the final screen. Oi guys, welcome back. I hope hope you guys have seen everything that you needed to say in regards to the Galil, aka the AMAX gun, the CR56, in regards to its attachments, what I pair it up with, the way that I use it, how it's a little bit more of a holding gun but can still be used aggressively and be really effective to the medium to long range fires. You can see the specialist that we've got on there as well in regards to not running kill streaks but actually running specialists these days to help me go for things like more higher, kill streaks in general in regards to nuking, or if you want to play for, just play your life better, become this all-round juggernaut who's sprinting around the map, can survive all these things and just pick people off. If you guys have enjoyed the video today, or if you guys have got any constructive or positive feedback, please leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate you, and love on the channel is really appreciated as we come up to 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. I look forward to seeing you on the next video, guys. I hope you guys take care of yourselves, and thank you so much for watching.